it's Anjuli. I have not done a video in my new apartment where I'm actually sitting down and talking to you guys, but it turns out this white wall is perfect for it. So I'm actually sitting on the ground and the camera is balancing on my couch, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, I have never done a Q&A video before just because I kind of wasn't sure what you guys wanted to know. But then the other day I had an email from fitnish.com, put the link down here. It pretty much was asking me to do an interview, but the interview was one where they would send me the questions and I would type out the answers and then they'll post it on their website. And to be honest, I feel like the best way to do this is through a video response. I just thought it would give you an idea about me, and the questions are really good. I do like a lot of them. Basic things: name, Anjuli Mack. Age, I'm 22 years old. Go the extra mile and tell you my birthday. It is the 29th of November, so I'm a Sagittarius. My height, I'm 170 centimeters tall. So anytime you guys meet me at the expos, you always say, oh, you're so much taller than I thought. Yes, I am 170 centimeters tall or short, depending on your height, I guess, as to how you see me. My current weight, that one is one I don't want to answer because I don't want anyone comparing themselves to me, and I also don't necessarily think it's a good idea to weigh yourself, so I don't really focus on my weight. I hope that makes sense. Current city, I am in Auckland, New Zealand. I plan on staying here for a long time. I don't want to move again. I'm done with moving for the year. I don't even feel like traveling right now. I just want to stay in one place. I have some big goals and it's really hard to achieve those when you're constantly just moving all over the show. Okay, so those are kind of the basic stats to get an idea of me. And then the next few questions are really cool, kind of fitness-based questions and life questions. So I'm really excited to answer these. I hope they help some of you. The first one is, how do you manage to always be smiling in every picture? And there's a cheeky little winky face there. And how do you keep positive and motivated through everything you do? So for a lot of you that started with my YouTube channel a while ago, you would know that there is already a video up about staying positive and smiley all the time, and in reality it's not like that. You have to remember that people's social media channels are just the highlighted reels, so I'm not going to post up photos of me crying my eyes out. I do smile in a lot of photos. I'm naturally a very happy and smiley person. I can't help it. Like, I'll see a puppy down the street and that'll make me smile. I'll see an old man and his wife and you know they just look so cute, it's going to make me smile or cry with happiness. I am naturally like that, but in terms of how you can get to that level, check out my YouTube video. I'll paste a link in the description below, but also remember that it's okay to have down days. If you are feeling sad, that's okay, that's normal. Just realize that that's just a moment in time that's going to pass, and everything else from there is going to go up. So just focus on having a positive outlook on things. So yeah, something bad might have happened, but you know what? Something else good might come of that. What major setbacks or issues have you dealt with along the way? To be honest, I can't say I've had any life-changing things with me. I'm not going to make up some fake story. I've had my fair share of injuries. I haven't trained chest in 2.5 years just because I do have some chest issues. As for how I deal with things, I cried a lot when I found out I couldn't train chest. It was one of my favorite body parts to train. I cried a lot. I got over it. I realized, you know what, there could be a lot of other things that could be way worse with me, and if that's the only thing, then you know, at least I can train everything else. If you have something that's setting you back or it's getting you down, you just have to realize that chances are it won't last forever, or there's other ways around it. So just try and look to the positive side, and I know that can feel really hard sometimes. Keep your head up and keep moving. Have you always lived a fit lifestyle, and how did you get started? No, I have not always lived a fit lifestyle. The idea behind me, I talked about it in my university video and about how I got started into the gym. When I was in high school, I played social football, social volleyball, indoor netball, and just all fun sports. But as soon as it came near exam time for violin and piano, I had to stop all sports, and that was just because I didn't want to injure myself before a music exam. I just had my priorities focused on music. I actually signed up to doing a boot camp run by the police force, and that was Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. I think it was 6 a.m. till 7:30 a.m. You'd have breakfast with everyone. It was a really cool course. It was free, and I just saw in the 8 weeks how quickly my body was changing, how much stronger I became. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna join a gym. But all I ever did was cardio. I ran a lot, I biked a lot, until one day I just realized I was so bored of that. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna try playing with weights. So I did all kinds of different things with weights. This was when I was about 16 to 17 years old. Didn't know what I was doing, just kept chugging along until I really got into uni, and that's where I pretty much fell in love with lifting. I was in the uni gym. Back then there wasn't that many girls, so I was 18 years old. It was pretty much all guys. I made friends with a lot of the guys there, and all they did was lift heavy. I had no female influences really, but these guys just kept pushing me, and they became my good friends, and that kind of saved me from the party lifestyle of uni. So I was choosing to go to the gym in the morning instead of spending my mornings hungover. And of course I did enjoy going out for nights drinking from time to time, but I pretty much just wanted to get to sleep in time so I could practice violin, piano, and then go to the gym in the morning. So yeah, I'm really grateful that I found a love of the gym and lifting weights. And yeah, I hope that answers that. What are my future plans? As I mentioned just earlier, I really want to stay in one place. I do have a few exciting plans in store, but they're a long way off being finished. It's going to be a long process for everything I want to do. I guess my short-term goal is just to focus on being happy and chip away at these larger goals and see how I go. Give us a brief description of your philosophy on diet, and then it says in brackets that if I want, I can write my full diet. So those of you that follow my Snapchat know I don't really have a diet. I don't follow a specific plan every single day. If I am cutting for something important like I did last year, Ross pretty much gave me my plan. It was everything I like to eat, just put into specific measurements, I guess, and I stuck to that, didn't eat a single thing off. When I have a goal in mind, I stick to it, and I just don't want to do anything else but that. Usually I do if it fits your macros. I mix up my food. I do if it fits your macros. It's all about just making sure I'm hitting the right proteins, fats, and carbs. I try and eat as many vegetables as I can, and I pick my carb sources from things I like. I love brown rice. I love oats, like Proats with Oxy Whey protein powder, and I love sweet potato chips. So I do try and pick, I guess, carbs that are on the healthier side. I love fresh fruit as well. A lot of people will say things like, oh, you can't have fruit because it's got fructose in it, it's sugar. And I don't do that. I don't eliminate foods. I don't believe in eliminating foods. If I want to have some peanut butter, I'll have some peanut butter. If I want to have an ice cream, I will have an ice cream as well. Recently, I've just been focusing on nourishing my body, making sure I get my protein in, and just working on not going crazy on food, which is what I've done in the past. And I don't think that's very healthy. When people hear the words diet, they think they have to eliminate foods and they have to stick to a certain way, and one way's right, one way's wrong, but it's not. I think that the ideal diet is something that you enjoy doing, something that you can stick to long term, and something that makes you happy. It's about finding what works for you, and whether that's not tracking your calories, whether that is tracking your macros, whether that's just going by sensible portion sizes, like a fist of protein, half a plate of veggie. Do what works for you. I'm just gonna change my seating position. Do you ever get cravings for a certain food, and how do you deal with them? Oh my, I guess I don't really get cravings for a lot of foods, because before I even have that craving, I'm making sure I'm kind of getting what I want to eat, if that makes sense. If I do crave anything, chances are it's going to be ice cream. I'm an ice cream fan, and I think this is because when I was younger, I was fully lactose intolerant, so I never got to eat ice cream, and ever since I found out I could eat ice cream, I love it. If I am craving something but I know I shouldn't be having it, I will choose a healthier alternative. So say I want ice cream, then what I would do is mix up some Oxy Whey proteins, there with some berries and a little bit of unsweetened almond milk, kind of make my own version of an ice cream. You could throw banana in there if you want. Or I will stick to something like having Oxy Shreds. So today I was just craving food in general. I just wanted to eat everything in the house, and I'm not training today, it's my rest day, so I definitely didn't want to do that. So I thought, right, I'll have Oxy Shred, because I find that it's like a kind of a sweet treat. or what you can do is have a protein shake or have some Beyond BCAAs, just anything to kind of take your mind off it. Also, another thing is if you are craving something and you know it's in the house, like, get rid of it. Don't have it in the house, or go for a walk so you remove yourself from the temptation. I find that works a lot, because then when you go on the walk, you feel refreshed, you have happy endorphins, and you come back and you're like, no, I don't want it. After that, if you still want it, meh, you could have it. Okay, so my camera just died and I am now filming this off my iPhone. Next question was, what are my top nutrition tips for women for fat loss? I think that the tips for men and women should be the same. Like, at the end of the day, to lose fat, it comes down to burning more calories than you put into your body. For men and women, it comes down to making sure that your training and your nutrition's on point, and then that's when the supplements come into play. So there's no magic pill. We all know that nothing is just going to make you drop the weight you want to. Nothing's going to give you that shredded look overnight. It takes time, it takes consistency. Make sure your training's on point, make sure your nutrition's on point, supplementation, swear by OxyShred, and then loving yourself. So that's probably the best thing, whether you're a size 20 or a size 12 or a size 2, if that's even a size. Love yourself along the whole way and do it because of that self-love. You only have one body, so why would you spend your life hating it? No matter what size you are, you should always be happy with yourself while working on whatever the next goal is. So yeah, just training, nutrition, supplementation, and a happy mindset. Your favorite male fitness icon? Is it cheesy? I know Ross is never going to watch this, but is it cheesy if I say Ross? Because I met him in the gym. For those of you that don't know, Ross is my partner. I met him in the gym, and ever since I met him, he's been just so supportive. He's competed himself and smashed it. So for me, that's really motivating to have him by my side each and every day. He helps me with my training, my nutrition, gives me cuddles when I need them. So yeah, he's definitely my favorite. But if we're talking about the ones you see on social media and things, I really like Steve Cook. I really like Steve Cook, Nick Cheadle, because I feel like these two guys stayed really humble. They kept it real. When you meet them in person, they're not douchey at all. They actually give you the time of day. Yeah, for guys, I'm gonna leave it at that. Favorite female fitness icons? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I like this one way more. I feel as if you were to load up my Instagram, my newsfeed's just females. Anyway, I'm gonna do top 3, and they are definitely Nikki Blackketter, Heidi Summers Buff Bunny, and Emily Skye. And actually, scratch that, I'm going to keep listing. Kath Bastian, she's sponsored by Gymshark, and Cute Katie Bug, I think her Instagram name is. I met her at the Arnold's earlier this year. Amazing. Like, all these women, the reason why I love them is because they keep it so real. They don't strip down to their underwear for attention, for likes. What they post is very genuine. It seems to be them. I just reckon if you were to put all of us in one room, it would just be so many good vibes, no one could handle it. It would be positive, it would be fun, it would be informative. Anyway, I've met all of them in person, and I have found they are just so naturally beautiful. Probably just have to post their names in the description box below, so make sure you check it out. I really love them, and I think that the fitness industry needs more real people. It needs people that are doing it for a love of doing it. Next question is, what's the most common question I get asked? What's my ethnicity? That is a big one, I think. A lot of people struggle to find out what my ethnicity is, so I'm gonna let you know now. I am half Thai, half English. My mum is Thai, my dad is English, and I was born in New Zealand. Any advice for girls wanting to pretty much grow their name in social media? I have done videos on this in the past about growing your social media and all about the fitness industry. If I could say one thing to you now, it is, why do you want to grow your social media? And this is what I've had to think a lot about. A lot of people ask me how I did it, or why I want to keep growing, and it's not about having this sense of satisfaction coming from having followers or people that like your photos. The reason why I personally want to grow my social media is to have an expanded reach. I want to be able to influence more people. I want to be able to make more people smile on a daily basis. I want to be able to motivate and inspire more people to be comfortable in their own skin, to, I guess, live a happier and healthier lifestyle. If you are only on social media to get some kind of a satisfaction from people following you for no particular reason, just based on your looks, then that's the wrong thing. Think about why you want to grow social media, and then from there, think about how you can do that. Think about what value you can give to people. Instead of stripping down to your underwear and posting progress photos, or posing by tubs of protein and G-strings and things, or like half naked, whatever it is, stop. Just think about it. I mean, if you want to do that and it makes you happy, go for it. Just think about what kind of an audience you're attracting by doing that, because if your goal is to inspire younger girls to be happier in their skin and to be more confident, or to get guys and girls to be going to the gym and being more supportive of each other, then the kinds of people you're going to be attracting by posting these risque photos, they're not going to be interested in your captions below those sexy photos. Okay, my camera has a little bit more charge now, so I am going to get through the rest of these questions. What is the one thing you see people do at the gym which really annoys you and you wish you could change? I never look at people in the gym and think anything like, oh, why are they doing that? Or, you know, like, I never say anything mean about people in the gym. Everyone's in there for a reason. The only thing that really gets to me is trainers that text when they're with their clients. Like, your client has paid you to be there, so why are you on your phone? This one's a common question I get. Have you entered any competitions, and do you plan to? Last year or 2 years ago or something, I did 10 weeks prep. I was planning to do 24 weeks prep and come in at the best physique I'd ever been in, but after 10 weeks prep, I just realized I wasn't happy. I didn't want to go to the gym to do my cardio, didn't want to weigh my food, and I found that this comp prep took my joy out of why I started going to the gym, and that was to be healthy and happy. So I decided, you know what, I don't care if I've paid for a coach, I'm out, I'm not doing it. And from then I never looked back. I think that it's amazing for those people that can step on stage and compete, but if you are already suffering from self-esteem issues, I don't feel like walking nicely across the stage in front of a whole lot of judges and people that don't even know you is going to fix your self-esteem. I feel like I did not need any extra judgment. I already get enough as it is from everyone else in my life. I just feel like I will never compete. It's not for me. I'm not about that lifestyle. My mindset wasn't in it, and I was doing it for the wrong reasons. I thought that I couldn't motivate and inspire people if I didn't compete. So I thought I would compete merely just to make my followers happy. It didn't make me happy, so I stopped, and I feel like you guys will respect that, so thank you for that. Where can people get in touch with me? It's pretty much like where can't you get in touch with me? I've got Snapchat, Facebook, like 3 Instagram accounts, YouTube. If you comment on my YouTube videos, I pretty much always reply, I think. I try. Same with my Instagram comments. As long as you're commenting on like more recent photos, I should be able to reply. Sometimes I miss them if you're commenting on like older posts. If you ever see me on the street in New Zealand, feel free to hit me up. Just introduce yourself, say hi, how you found me, and I'd love to meet you. I will also be hopefully going to the New Zealand Fitness Expo this year, if you're in New Zealand for that.
No real questions. Just wanted to say, have a great day from a fellow NZ girl.
Oh my god, like how cool is that? Noah Hinterline, I hope that's how you say it. Favorite color, and it is blue. BPal1985 says, I just have to say you take the best snaps, you're a true inspiration. You tear jerkers.